Hello and welcome to day 19 of the CoronaBLOG, April the 14th. The aims are to learn some English, to escape from our daily routine and see the situation from outside Italy and looking back in. My name is Brophy, here is some background information and here is what I currently do. There is an app, or there are many apps, which are going to track the virus. So we're going to look at some key terminology and changes to the law. Contact tracing. What does this mean? So infected people may have infected all their contacts. So we need contact tracing. There are three basic steps according to the WHO website. First one, identification. Second one, listing. And the third one, follow-up. Let's look at the first one, contact identification. On your smartphone, you have a list of contacts. So contacts are identified by asking the infected person, who have you been in contact with recently? Family members, work colleagues, etc. Then contact listing. We list all these contacts. And so everybody having contact with the affected person should be listed. And these people should be informed about the fact that they have been in contact with an infected person. And in some cases, they may have to go immediately into quarantine, even if they do not display any symptoms. Follow-up, the final step of contact tracing. So regular follow-up should be conducted with all contacts to see if they develop any signs of the illness. There's a contact tracing app in many countries. Let's look at the one in the UK. So we are still in the experimental phase and the designing phase. There is a problem of privacy, a problem of the law. Do we anonymously tell other contacts? So, according to Matt Hancock, the UK Health Secretary, all data will be processed according to the highest ethical and security standards. How does it work? Using Bluetooth technology. So using Bluetooth technology, your smartphone is connected to every smartphone in the vicinity. So every person you come into contact with could be informed that they have had contact with an infected person. But it is not necessary to reveal the identity, so the privacy is respected. So there's no privacy risk, unless, here is another key term for today, de-anonymization. De-anonymization. It's removing privacy. So we can identify people from their smartphones, but we need their consent and we would need a government decree. A document that the Guardian newspaper had access to suggested that the NHS, the health service, is privately considering using the technology to identify people, de-anonymization, which means Big Brother is watching you. Will this be temporary or will this be forever? Coronavirus, how far has it spread? We are using the word pandemic. Pandemic, meaning in every country, everywhere. Here is the one piece of the graph we're going to look at today. Here we can see that yes, it's a pandemic, but still it is far more in the northern hemisphere and in developed countries. So the USA, America, China, and some in the Middle East. So far in the southern hemisphere, the virus hasn't spread as much. Okay, so for today, we've looked at apps. We've looked at the three stages of contact tracing. We've considered the privacy issue around de-anonymization, and we've looked at the concept of pandemic. It's everywhere. Thank you very much, and see you all tomorrow.